First of all, we're grateful to survive and be able to play another day. This was a huge win for our guys, and I'm really proud of how we fought. We did a really good job in the first half, and we built the lead of 13 at the half. I thought we defended well. Obviously, we scored the basketball, but we did not get off to a good start in the second half. And credit them because they made plays. They were a little bit more aggressive in their ball screen coverages. They were more aggressive in their contests, and we didn't adjust to it right away, which led to some live ball turnovers, which led to layups and easy baskets for them. And they grabbed some momentum. But I'm really proud, man, because we fought. We could have easily given in and put our heads down and things like that, but these guys showed who they have been all year, which is resilient, tough, and together. And we were able to make some huge plays down the stretch, and everyone did it. Certainly these two guys up here beside me, but Guillermo came in and made some huge plays. Greg, obviously shooting the basketball. Nike with his defense and his drives. Nelly stepped up and made some huge plays. So really, really proud of my team and really grateful to be able to play again tomorrow.
Questions, please raise your hand. Let's get the handheld mic to you. Let us know who you are, who you're with. Wait for the mic. First question to our left.
Chris Carter, Post-Gazette. Fede, there was a lot of feeds to you down low in this game to get the game going. You guys didn't shoot as many three-pointers early. Was that something that they told you ahead of time, like, hey, this is going to be a game, we're kicking it to you a lot?
No, we just looked at the scout, and they're smaller than us, so we just wanted to use the size.
Front row.
Stephen Thompson, Fan Nation. Jamarius, what were you guys talking about, in your huddles and stuff in that second half when you were trying to turn things around and stop their momentum?
Yeah, for us, it's just to continue to keep fighting. We understand it's 10 rounds. We understand that the game is not over. And, we started off the half, not playing up to our standard. And we wanted to continue to make corrections, continue to take care of the basketball, and to just continue to fight. We understand it's survive and advance.
Nelly was struggling from the field at one point, shooting 1 of 8, one on the bench, but then he came back in and made some really big layups for you guys. What did you see from him and how he was able to rebound from his performance?
Yeah, he's a competitor, and regardless if he's making or missing, he's going to compete while he's on the floor. And he was able to do that down the stretch, and we needed everything that he gave us out there on the floor.
Back of the room.
Houston Wilson, Panther Lair. Coach, y'all played Duke earlier this year. They're not the same team. They're playing a lot better. Just kind of talk about tomorrow's matchup now.
Yeah, it seemed like forever ago. They're really good. They're probably the hottest team in the league. I think they've won 6 in a row. Those freshmen have grown up. Obviously, we know that they're very, very talented. So it'll be a heck of a game. I think we've gotten better since we played them too. And so we're excited about the challenge.
Front row.
Jeff, what were some of the issues defensively that you think the team needs to clean up before the next game or in their next game?
I thought we did a really good job defensively in the first half. Second half, they just got breakouts. I thought that was one of the things that happened. They were able to get out and transition off of our turnovers. We had 4 turnovers, I think, in the first half. We finished with 9. I think we had 4 in the first 3 minutes of the half. And so that just led to them getting easy baskets. When you get easy baskets like that, your percentage is probably going to be a little bit higher. We had a difficult time when Federico went out with our ball screen coverage, and we made one adjustment late, and Guillermo did a heck of a job. But they are a tough team to guard with the way they run their stuff. Since they've gone smaller, they get out in transition. They normally have 4 guys out there that can shoot the basketball, and it's something about when you have a freedom. They know they can't come out. They have no subs. And so normally when you have that, you have a freedom. And, they're a good basketball team. Coming into this game, besides Duke, they were the hottest team. They won 4 in a row. Josh and his staff have done an unbelievable job of dealing with adversity. And to keep these guys to continue to fight, that's a big-time testament to him, his staff, and the players in this program.
Left on the aisle.
Coach, in the offseason, putting this team together and then seeing the team this season come together, just what you can say about as you were kind of finding those pieces and then watching these pieces go to work the way that they have to be in the top 5 in the ACC.
Yeah, I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of our group. I'm proud of what we've been able to accomplish. I think we've gotten better throughout the season. We've had unbelievable leadership with JB, with Nelly, with Greg, with Nike. Those guys have been the leaders of our basketball team. JB's been the voice of our team. And they've come together. They fought. We've been through adversity. It didn't start the way that we thought it would, but we kept fighting. And the main thing is that we stayed together. And it's a really good example of when you do that, good things can happen for you.
Again on the aisle.
Hey, Luke DeCock, Raleigh News and Observer. For Jamarius, you guys were so close against Duke in that game. What do you think you guys have improved on since then, and what did you learn from that game that you can potentially apply tomorrow?
Yeah, I think some things that we've gotten better since that matchup is just understanding switch attacks a little bit better, understanding defensive schemes, and understanding where to attack. And I feel like, that first time playing against them, we were just getting our feet wet in that area, and ever since then we've been able to grow and get better as a team.
Georgia Tech locker room is now open. Again, question here.
Jeff, Greg had a hard time shooting the last two games, but he went 4 for 4 from deep in this one. What went into that? Was he hurt at all during that stretch and recovering from something, and is he fresh now, or is it just how Greg sometimes can pick himself up?
He was not hurt. Look, when you can shoot the basketball, you're going to have some time when you maybe go through a cold streak. The really good shooters, they always realize it's something else. Something's wrong with the ball. Something's wrong with the rim. It's not them. We want Greg to shoot the basketball. When he has good looks, we want him. We have all the confidence in the world in him, and he made some huge ones today. He made one, I think it was 65-62, clock running down, and he stepped up and made a big-time three for us to give us a little bit more separation.
Second row right in front of me.
JB Ricks, Spectrum News 1. This question is for you, Coach. Good to see you again, as always. I just want to hear your thoughts on the dynamic of you and Shire going up against each other, both former Duke players, and he's in his first year, coaching for Duke after replacing Kay, and just the storylines behind that and how much you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, John's done a heck of a job, and I'm not surprised. When he joined the staff at Duke, I could see right away, and I knew John. I met him, but I didn't really know him. I could see right away why he was a really good player, because he had a great feel. You could see he had a great feel for the game, but also a really good feel for people. And I think we worked together for, I think it was 5 years, and you just saw him become more confident and to grow and to get better. He's a guy that wants to be really good. He's passionate about what he does. And when you look at the circumstances, you're taking over for, look, I think he's the greatest coach ever. There's no more pressure than that. And I think he's handled everything in an unbelievable fashion. Those guys have gotten better. There's a lot of expectations and pressure on John, on the guys in that program, and I think he and his staff have done a really good job of managing that, managing expectations, and helping them just get better week by week. And they're playing with a lot of confidence. Obviously, they're really talented. They've always been talented, but they've grown up because they've taken some lumps and they've stayed together.
To our right.
Coach David Glenn, since you played in this tournament, I wonder, do you recall, were you nervous before your first ACC tournament game? Because Fede just played in his and had maybe his best game against any opponent all season, which doesn't sound very easy.
Yes, I was nervous. I don't think I played well. I don't think I ever played well in the ACC tournament, so I'm glad these guys didn't get that from me.
Second row.
Jeff, you guys had a 14-3 disadvantage in offensive rebounds against Miami, and it was 12-6 today. Now you're facing the top offensive rebounding team in the conference tomorrow. What do you guys have to do to fix that and make that not as much of a liability?
Yeah, but we have to. It's not a lot, physically. There's nothing physically we can do right now. Look, that's why they beat us at their place. They dominated the glass. If you go back, and I haven't looked at the stat sheet yet, I think I remember some. I think they were in the 30s shooting basketball, and that's with 20-plus offensive rebounds. We have to be better there if we want to have a chance against them.
Middle of the room.
Federico, could you tell me a little about playing Javon Franklin, number 4, and Jamarius? I'm curious kind of your thoughts about Tech and kind of the way they fought back into the game in the second half.
Super athletic dude, fast, can jump, kind of hard to guard. Yeah.
I didn't quite hear your question. What was it?
Tech kind of rallied it. I think they were down 15 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like when they made a run, it was off of our mistakes. Like Coach said, early turnovers got them going. They got some transition threes that they didn't really get in the first half, and it kind of gave them a great level of confidence. So that's what attributed to their run, but we were able to continue to stay the course, continue to fight throughout the second half.
Last question, third row.
Federico, we've talked about this all year, about this team's age. How was it, though, in the second half when Georgia Tech's making that run, you see the experience really come into play with those 4 guards you guys have? What's it like to see them kind of lead and keep everyone else composed and allow you guys to battle back?
It's great. We got great leaders. Like, it's not just one, it's 4. So it's great. It's great, yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.